going on, guys? Jack here, and I am back with episode number 2 of the Aston Villa career mode. As always, if you do enjoy the episode, make sure to smash a like on this video and also subscribe if you are new around here. We have got a jam-packed episode today with offers being accepted all over the place for 3 players, in fact, actually. Well, 2 to kick off with, should I say, potentially 3. Jamal Lewis will join the club on an 18.5 grand per week deal, or 14.5 grand per week deal. He's actually taken a wage cut to join us for a £5.6 million fee, or 5.5 I want to say. Maybe this Reece Nelson one was 5.6. It was 11% sell-on fee from Arsenal, and he will be joining on 25 grand a week. An absolutely great deal. 2 great young British prospects do join the club, which I'm absolutely delighted with. But they're great players. And we're looking to move some more of the Deadwood out. And that first player would be, excuse me for saying Deadwood, it would be Henry Lansbury. A deal comes in worth 1.7 million. And I believe that's from Toulouse in the French league. We do accept that one. And we do wish him all the best. So with them 2 signings, here's how the team is looking. Lewis goes straight into the starting lineup, replacing Matt Targett. And Reece Nelson comes in on the bench, potentially adding competition for Trezeguet and El Ghazi on that right-hand side. And again, just a friendly reminder, guys, if you are new around here, make sure to smash a like button and subscribe if you are new around here. Taylor does get sold for £1.3 million. And Eze, obviously the player that we're trying to sign from QPR, he does actually reject our offer. We offered him too low of wages, apparently, which is not good, as we do continue our pre-season tour here. Nakamba, El Ghazi and Engels all amongst the goals against Schalke in International Cup. Good to see. No clean sheet kept, but good to see that the players are getting amongst the goals. And for progressing out of the group stage, or actually progressing to the final, I want to say, we do get 2.7 million extra to the transfer budget. And we get even more money. 1.2 million comes to the fund for Henry Lansbury. So we do wish him all the best for Toulouse. And hope he has a successful career there, as we do get geared up for a final against a team we've already beaten, Getafe. It is actually a loss for us, 2-0, and Jack Grealish does pick up a injury that would be enough to force him off in the first minute. El Ghazi had to replace him. Not what we want. We'll find out the news on that very soon. And as you can see, he will be out for 6 weeks, missing the starts of the Premier League season. So we are without our captain, a major injury blow for us here. As we do go back in for Eberici Eze of QPR. We offer 3.6 again. And this time they want an 8% sell-on clause, which I am forced to accept. So we'll see how that one goes. And we'll get this one over the line. Another player we are turning our sights to is Patson Daka of Red Bull, or RB Salzburg, should I say. We do offer Jonathan Kujoa plus 1.850 million. Be good to see if that deal does go through. It does get accepted, and we do go into negotiations with the player. We do obviously let the assistant manager deal with that behind the scenes. 16.5 million. We do million. He wishes a million. 16.5 grand a week, should I say, to see how it goes on with that one. And Conor Horahan is subject to a £5.3 million bid from Wolves. I say 6 million, and you can have your man. They come back and say that's a fair offer. They're willing to play that, and Conor Horahan could be leaving the club. El Hamadi, another player that could be leaving. Seattle Sounders come in for him for 1.1k, should I say, 1.2k deal. And with Horahan leaving, potentially Scott McTominay has to come in here. We do offer a £12.5 million deal, a 5% sell-on fee, and seeing if Manchester United would be forced into making that sale. They are, and it's now left down to transfer negotiations, contract negotiations for the player. And we do strike a deal, though, with Patson Daka, another player into the door, another player out also, Jonathan Kujoa, 21.5 grand a week, and a good deal for us, 1.9 million plus Kujoa. Very good business indeed. Horahan does leave the club for 6 million to Wolves. Wish him all the best. I know he was a club favourite, but if the right money comes in for these players, I'm going to have to get rid of them. And we're going to arguably get a maybe a better player in Scott McTominay. We do agree a 49 grand a week deal for the Scottish Manchester United Academy product. He joins the club, and with that deal going through, we do get one of our objectives done by the Aston Villa board, so that's great to see. And we do push on forward now to try and get the rest of them done to keep our job safe. But guys, just a friendly reminder, if you are enjoying today's video, make sure to smash a like on this one. And here's how the team's looking now with the new signing McTominay. We've got him and McGinn in the middle, looking to build a Scottish partnership there. As El Mohamed does get sold, he does actually go to KV Ostend. for 1.2 million. So another deal did come in for him. Didn't show that one, unfortunately. Eze knocks us back again, and we have to go back in for another deal for him yet again. Third time lucky, it would seem. 3.6 million and only a 1% sell-on fee. Hopefully we can get that one over the line. Nyland, though, a deal does come in for him. We do accept that one, and we should be seeing him leave the club. Wesley, there was a loan offer for him. We do get rid of it. And as you can see again, he doesn't want to... leaving up to the assistant manager for negotiations. I'm obviously going too low. And Eze, again, rejects us. Absolutely crazy stuff. Nyland, though, does get sold. 2.4 or 2.5 million, should we say. Around about there. 1.8 gets added to our budget. Very good to see. We go again back in for Eze. I believe this is the fourth time. It could be the third, but I'm thinking it's the fourth. 8% sell-on clause again. We accept it. Hopefully now we can get the England under 21 under our tenure. We can get him into the club. We do. He wants 18 grand per week. I'm just going to accept it. It's cheap enough wages anyway. And he's smiling at his agent because he knows he's got a good deal. He's on 4 grand a week at Queen's Park Rangers. He's upped it incredibly, and he does become our 6th signing, or the 5th signing, sorry, of the summer. Can play centre attacking mid and left mid. And we do get ready for a press conference in our opening game of the season against Tottenham. So how does the pre-season impact the squad ahead of a competitive match? We've got a lot of quality in the squad. I do, all his press conferences are about is building team morale and player morale. That's what we're going to do. So you can read it as you want, guys. Going through it. I will probably do every live game I do. I will try and get a post-match interview in there. Scott McTominay, he was obviously subject to a lot of talk. Obviously, we big him up. He's very happy now. Be interesting to see how he does do in the opening game against Tottenham Hotspur, which will be a difficult game. And Reece Nelson does pop into the office here and says he wants to play in this game. I said I haven't figured out the squad yet, but he might start. Obviously, being an Arsenal man, obviously he want to play against Tottenham and prove himself. So the whole team's looking good. Eze does come into the starting 11, a player that we needed to get in really. After Jack Grealish is out, obviously, for the 6 weeks, probably about 4 weeks now. We will be welcoming him back with open arms here as we do gear up for the game here at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against very, very good opposition here. A win here would be absolutely incredible. I'm expecting big things, especially against the team that Spurs have put out. Now, I know this has been an issue in career mode, especially in the new FIFA 20 here. Teams not getting their strongest sides out, and Spurs have got a bundle of great youth talent, don't get me wrong, but this should be a team that was, it's pretty much on our level. If not, we're just a little bit better. We should be beating this team with Alderweireld, Ericsson, Kane, Vertonghen alike on the bench here. It would be Tottenham to start off really well here. Still getting used to the team. I think I maybe should have played a pre-season game to get used to him, as we do go 1-0 down here. Rolls with the goal. Tottenham 1-0 up. Rather disappointing for us, especially against the youngsters here. They've got a lot to prove, obviously. They want to show that they're ready for the Premier League. They want to show Pochettino what he's missing, and they might succeed there. Very good goal indeed from Tottenham. And Sessegnon, great bit of skill, does cut us apart again. Rolls now on that left-hand side, crosses it into the back post. Parrott's there with the shot. It just blazes through the front of the goal there. No goal again, but Tottenham piling on the pressure here. McGinn doesn't get it clear, does fall back to Sessegnon, does find Oliver Skip, back into Ryan Sessegnon, into Parrott, into Rolls for his second of the game. He gets it. Tottenham double their lead, and Villa have been shell-shocked here in the opening game of the season. 25 minutes on the clock, and we are in big trouble here. Good goal there from the youngster. I mean, the play was brilliant. The passes, the string of passes completely cut us open, and we didn't have an answer here. Wesley does link up with Eze here. Eze does play it back into Wesley, back into John McGinn, back into Wesley. Great opportunity and a great goal to get us right back in it on half time. 2-1. Wesley with the finish. Very well played from him indeed. Look at this. It's a great passing move again. Back into Wesley, and the Brazilian gets our first goal of the Premier League campaign. Very well played for him as Eze comes forward again, and the through ball is just picture perfect here. He does pick out the Brazilian. Wesley dodges the challenge. Could have went down for the penalty there. Don't know why he didn't. He does hold it up really well, looking for options here. He does actually eventually play it across to Reece Nelson with the shot, and it's on his debut. A goal for Reece Nelson right on half-time. The former Arsenal man with the finish. 2-2, and that is delightful for Aston Villa. We will take that every day of the week, believe me. Wesley, great play. He's played so well at the end of this first half. Whenever he's been involved, And he's bringing players in and scoring goals. What more could you want? But Eze does pick up an injury here. We do go to 4-4-2. Daka comes on for his debut, seeing what he can do in the team now. El Ghazi will probably come on at some point for Reiss Nelson. But Parrott does come forward here for Spurs, looking to start the second half as they started the first on the front foot. And it does fall to Rolls there for a hat-trick, but Heaton does hold on. Approaching the hour mark here, Nelson plays a ball down the right-hand side to Gilbert. Gilbert puts it in. Daka gets the header, glancing across the face of goal. And we couldn't take the lead here. We were so close to taking it, but unfortunately not to happen on this occasion. Dele Alli's onto the pitch now. Let's link up with Oliver Skip. Great footwork as he does find Dele Alli inside to Marcus Edwards with the shot. Heaton does make a great save. I believe he's on loan, actually, in real life. So that's a weird one. As Dele Alli links up with Parrott here into Sessegnon. Great cool finish. And a new signing from Fulham last season does find the net. And he's straight over to celebrate with Maurizio Pochettino, it would seem. Ryan Sessegnon, good goal from him. Obviously, that meant a lot to him. And Tottenham have the lead here. Very frustrating indeed, especially when I thought we was on the front foot getting back into this game. Dele Alli changed the game when he come on, and Heaton could be doing better there. I'm not too sure. As Wesley, though, hold-up play again is brilliant as he does unleash Patson Daka now down at that left-hand side. Cuts inside. Great footwork there and great strength to stay on his feet. Does find Jamal Lewis, the new signing from Norwich. Does find the bottom corner. And with 12 minutes left to go in this game, we have found an equaliser. It is Jamal Lewis. That one means a lot to him. The new number 2 in that left-back role. Well played for him and a great goal. Everyone, as you can see, is over the moon for him celebrating that goal. And guys, just a friendly reminder, if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying the career mode content. Patson Daka, though, it's a great turn. It's a great finish. Defence, though, bit poor there from Tottenham. But we're going to approach the last 4 minutes or so of this game. The ball does find a way back to Marsh in that right back role here. The cross does come in from Edwards. It's deep. It finds Kane. And it is a dagger into the hearts of Aston Villa. It's 4-3 and very little time for us to find this equaliser now. Very, very gutting, and that would be how the game finishes. Heartbreak on the opening day and a 4-3 victory for Tottenham. Kane, though, and Dele Alli had to come on to save them, and we can definitely take a lot of positives coming out of this game, especially if teams are playing, complete disrespect us playing their youth, in all honesty. So it will be interesting to see what does happen going forward. But again, we're trying to keep morale high in the squad, just showing that it was a good performance. 4-3 is not a bad result, especially against a team like Tottenham who have aspirations definitely for Champions League football. Champions League finals last year. So, yeah, we definitely will be trying to make that a little bit better and hopefully get some points on the board. We do have a game against Bournemouth coming up, which will be sim, so we'll see how we do get on in that one. Reiss Nelson, happy that he got the result there. Didn't get the result, so we're happy that he got some game time, and I can't really fault his performance. He did get a goal and he did look dangerous, so be interesting to see what happens with him. A deal does come in though for James Chester, which I didn't expect actually to be selling him. Bournemouth come in with a 4.2 million offer, which it does get accepted. I think they actually come for 3.7, but be interesting to see what happens with that one. James Chester could be on his way out of the club, which opens the door potentially for another centre back to join. Eze is back from injury. He did come off with an injury, obviously, against Tottenham, and we do actually get a 4-0 win, but Wesley does pick up a knock. Obviously, he was amongst the goals along with Trezeguet, McGinn and El Ghazi. So 4-0 for us. We're happy with that. And again, I didn't play their strongest side, Ake on the bench. Wesley will be out for 2 weeks. We'll obviously miss the games against Everton and I believe Crystal Palace in the next episode, which is not ideal at all. And as you can see, we're going to have a quick look at the Premier League table. Norwich top with 6 points. We do find ourselves in fourth with our first 3 points of the season. So the Premier League definitely wide open. Like I said, Everton and Crystal Palace will be next episode, guys. So make sure you do stick around for that. That should be coming out tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let me guys know what you thought of this episode in the comment section down below. Make sure you do share it with your friends. And obviously share it on social media. I really would appreciate it. As always, have a really nice day, guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you in the next one. See you, guys.